Bonnie's Yummy Cookies. And today we're going to take two of our signature cookies, the Chocolate Cafe and the Yummy Butter Spritz, and we're going to prepare some yummy desserts with it using ice cream. We have Chef Antonio here with us who will take us through a step-by-step quick demonstration on how to use our treats and prepare some great desserts with them.
Hi, I'm Chef Antonio, Executive Chef of Vonnies Yummy Cookies. Today we're going to take a couple of our signature flavors, the Butter Spritz cookies, which are, right here you can get these cookies from vonniesyummycookies.com. You can also visit us at our Facebook page at Vonnies Yummy Cookies, or download our Google Play app at Vonnies Yummy Cookies as well. These cookies are butter cookies, but a bit of secret spices, family recipe that we're going to take and we're going to make a nice little frozen dessert out of. Okay, so stay tuned and we'll get started. Hi. Okay, so we're going to go over the items that you're going to need to make this recipe. First, you're going to need a standard muffin tin. This one is really nice. It's got a non-slip Teflon coating, but we're going to have to go ahead and grease that anyway. Make sure that our desserts come right out of their molds. Also, what you're going to need is a bit of flour, about 1 cup of flour to grease and flour your pans. You're going to also need a little bit of butter. You can use any kind of butter that you want to, but about 2 sticks of butter is exactly what you'll need, okay? And on top of that, you'll need about 10 to 12 Butter Spritz cookies, and about 10 to 12 Chocolate Cafe cookies. You'll also need a little bit of ground cinnamon, a little bit of instant coffee, and a little bit of cocoa. Okay? And you'll also need a saucepan, a bowl, and you'll also need some vanilla ice cream, any random variety that you want to, and some strawberry ice cream, any random variety you want to. Okay, so let us get started, okay? First thing you want to do when you're in the kitchen is always wash your hands. Put a little bit of soap and water. Okay, so let us start. First thing you want to do is take your cookies and put them in a mixing bowl, just like this. And you want to crush them all up. You're going to get getting close in there, so what you want to do is just crush them. Just like that. Yeah, you want to crush them until they're a nice fine powder. It's okay if you don't get all the chunks out. You just want to get it broken down enough to the point where you could start to mold it a little bit. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get started on our cookie crust. Okay, so you want to take your butter and put it in a small saucepan just like this. And then you just want to go ahead and melt your butter down. So while you're waiting for the butter to melt down, you want to take your other stick of butter and you want to grease your pan. Okay? So you just want to take the butter and you can, it's okay to use your finger to get the butter around. You want to just coat it just like that. You want to get it nice and coated around the mold. Being your muffin tin. just like that. This will prevent our dessert from sticking into the mold. Okay? Alright, next thing you want to do, you want to take your flour and you want to slightly dust it over your mold like this. Now you don't need to add a lot, just enough. Take your mold and shake the flour around. Take your finger and move it around just like that. Okay, so now that your butter is melted, what you want to do is add it to your cookie crumbs. Just add just a little bit, just like so. Okay? Then you want to get a spoon. So we get our cookies mashed up and melted with the melted butter, and that's going to form the base for our ice cream dessert. So what we're going to do is slide it in a 350-degree oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so now we have our creme anglaise sauce that we made just by melting down some ice cream. We got the strawberry and we got the vanilla. So what you'll do is just pour a little bit of it, like so, on your mold, like that. Try not to overfill. Okay, do some strawberry now. Okay, so once you get that done, now you want to add your garnishes. Now, for your vanilla ones, I suggest you use just regular ground cinnamon, and you just sprinkle a little bit. Like so. For your strawberry, I recommend that you use a little bit of the cocoa. And also for the strawberry, you can use a little bit of instant coffee as well. Now remember, this is just a garnish, so you don't need a lot. Now, we need to get this into the freezer. Because we want the ice cream to set back up again and become hard. So you want to put it in the freezer, like so. And then close the door. And in a little while, we'll be ready to serve. Okay, so after we pulled the ice cream out of the freezer, you'll find that the cookie has solidified on the bottom to make a nice cookie crust, and the ice cream has gone ahead and re-hardened into the shape of our mold. And there you have it. We have our nice ice cream cakes with a glass of Moscato, which is the perfect dessert wine to go with the sweet and creamy dessert. You can also view this video on YouTube, our Facebook page, facebook.com, vonnies Yummy Cookies. And thank you and good night.